John, you must be thrilled with that performance overall. I know you don't want to cop a goal, but it was pretty dominant.
It was very dominant, especially that first half. I thought we played really good football. We didn't give them time to breathe. They're a side that can cause you problems. If you're off, they play some really good football. They've won 3 games away from home. I saw them against Sydney FC the other week, and they were 2-0 up, and they copped some late goals that then they didn't end up winning the game. But they're a good team, so we had to be at our best. We had to make sure. It's not easy sometimes when you come from such a win that we had against Victory. The next game, their mind could be a little bit not totally there, but the boys were, and all week they were. So really impressed with the performance overall. Bit disappointed in the beginning of the second half. I thought we were a bit sloppy, but after that we came good again.
Noah just seems to be going from strength to strength, those goals today. How impressive is this kid?
Yeah, we know that he'll get better and better, and again, it's his understanding with Hiroshi that will help. Also, we spoke about him not having a pre-season yet, so he's building his fitness through games, and he can score goals. I didn't expect him to score from that far, but he struck one well in the first half from a distance with his left foot, but the second goal, I was probably more... this is me being a coach, probably more pleased about the first goal because it was just great play, great ball in from Benny Garuccio, and the header was sensational, and we had good numbers. The movement was really good.
I'm sure it'll come up at some point, but Socceroos contention at some point, and I imagine overseas talk will come soon. Is it the sky's the limit? Is those things coming, you think?
I would still, and this is, people might say that I'm being selfish because I'm, coaching Western United, but I'd still love him to stay here a little bit longer. I think that if he stays here and has a really good end of the season and even a good season next year, I think if the Socceroos, which I believe they will, go to the World Cup, I think he'll be in contention. If he goes early overseas, which when the opportunity does come, sometimes you can get lost in that period and then he might not end up going to World Cup. So I'm looking at both sides and thinking, yes, it'll be great for us, but also for Noah Botic. I still think that he still needs to improve his game, work on his game, and we'll see more and more from him. He's got 6 goals this season so far, and I know he can score a lot more. Just
the groin injury, how concerned are you guys?
I'm not really concerned. I'm pretty positive it's more of a crampy sort of thing because we did play 4 games in 12 days, and then all of a sudden you deload them a little bit this week. They can be a little bit, not quite there. We've got 12-day turnaround, which is good.
What's the message to clubs, John, if they want to get guys like Noah Botic? They've got to pay up. We've seen players go with a very low fee, or if any fee. What do you say to that, and what's your thoughts?
Look, that I'm only talking from Noah and also as our team, but as a club, I can't comment on what the club should accept and shouldn't accept. The club will decide on that. In terms of Noah, I think it will just be better for his career, not to just take any opportunity. Because I think that we've seen in the past, Aaron Moy is a good example. When he did come back and play a few seasons in the A-League, when he went back overseas, he was ready. And I still think Noah's at least a year away from being ready. If he goes somewhere now, I'm not saying he's not going to do well, but I just think that he'll be ready to go really onto another level. So the money side, I can't comment, but as a career path, I can.
Abel, he came off at half-time. Is he okay?
He felt a little bit tightness in his hamstring, so we just didn't want to take the risk. He's someone that, because he's explosive, if you take the risk, he could end up doing more damage. I don't think it's bad, but I thought, again, he had a good first half, was causing a lot of problems. Him and Benny Garuccio are getting a good understanding now. So hopefully he's okay.
So he'll go for a scan as well as Noah?
I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to the medical staff yet about both of them.
And what do you make of it, John? 6 wins in 7 matches. At the start of the season, would you have thought you'd be in this sort of situation? And you're also third on the ladder, but you're equal with Melbourne City and Adelaide United on 24 points.
Look, we had a bit of towards the end of last season, we started to get this real belief in the way that we were playing and scoring goals and winning games. In off-season, in our pre-season, we were performing well when we were playing our pre-season games. And then, so when the season started, we had a confidence that we'll do well. We didn't start off by getting wins at the start, but our performances were good. So we just thought that the wins would come. And as soon as we got that first win against Perth in round 5, because we had to wait till round 5 to get the first win, the boys just haven't looked back at all. There's been a couple of losses in between, but the actual performances have been outstanding. The wins have been great. We've found different ways to win, 90-odd minutes, but also, performing well in the first half today and against Auckland. So there's a lot of positive signs, but we have to keep working to improve because we know the comp is not going to stand still. We need to keep on going.
Any other injury concerns today? I know a lot of you guys you've had a busy period. So how the whole group tracking?
Yeah, everyone's feeling good. I think that everyone's okay. Nothing too concerning. Thanks. Thank you. Enjoy the women's game.